Okay, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dr. Saze Joshua Basekioseweke. I'm your host. And tonight we have a special guest. His name is Mr. Kelechi Anunobi. He's an expert. He's an expert in robotics, in artificial intelligence, ICT, and other areas that will interest you. He'll be speaking to us about artificial intelligence in the next 2 days. We're going to be very real, ask the kind of questions you want to ask, and you'll be getting it from the horse's mouth this night as far as artificial intelligence is concerned. And let me just advise you, don't make the mistake you made some years ago when we are not ready to learn some skills because you felt they were not important. Now it is artificial intelligence. It's another opportunity for you to catch up with the whole world and be in front of the drive, be on the driver's seat like any other person. This is one big opportunity you shouldn't miss. And back it up with a certificate so that you can be the next set of students we are going to move on to the advanced level of artificial intelligence that will be coming out with the Laplace School for Artificial Intelligence. Once again, I want to welcome Mr. Kelechi. Mr. Kelechi, we've done so much on WhatsApp. What we just need from you is a human face to the classes we've been having. Just tell us about artificial intelligence, how it can be applied, the importance, how we can get jobs, career path, and all that. And then to be followed by a question. I want to believe that you have 1 full hour to talk about this. Go on. And please, before you go ahead, please just briefly introduce yourself, then you can go ahead. Thank you. Over to you, Mr. Kelechi.
Okay, good evening. Thank you, Dr. Saze. My name is Kelechi J. Anunobi. I'm the CEO and founder of Miniaba Hub and CTO and co-founder of Pangba Food on Wheels. That's located in Nigeria and Germany. I've actually been into tech way back 2005. I've written a lot of applications internationally and locally. I'm here to I'm actually very, very pleased to actually discuss this with you because it's actually one of my vision to see Africa itself stand out when it comes to the area of artificial intelligence. Because if you notice, that's where the world is now. I tell my staff, we call it enhanced human intelligence, you know. You see the likes of ChatGPT and co. So to cut the story short, let me just go straight to what artificial intelligence is. Sorry, please. Artificial intelligence is the simulation of human intelligence processes by machines, especially computer systems. You know, when we say artificial intelligence, it's just like, you know, trying for machines to be close to human intelligence. And the difference between machine intelligence when it comes to artificial intelligence and human is that we human, we have emotion. Scientists have not actually known how to code emotions into machines. So we have artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is just like getting close to human intelligence. We have some that have actually exceeded human intelligence. You know, when we come to the light of super intelligence AI, when we get to it, we'll go and explain further. So what are the key components of AI, that is artificial intelligence? We have learning, reasoning, and self-correction. When we talk about learning is acquiring information and the rules for using the information. Then reasoning, you using these rules, you know, to reach approximate or definite conclusion. Then we have self-correction, improving performance by learning from past experience. In a nutshell, AI comes in data collection. You know, you process the data and you use the data for outputs in decision making. You know, you give input, tell the machine this is what is right and this is what is wrong. and the machine learns from it, then improves it, then corrects itself. Then we go to a type of artificial intelligence. We have the narrow AI, which is designed to perform narrow tasks like facial recognition, the internet search engine like Google and co. They are limited to specific tasks and they can't perform beyond their capabilities. We have another type of artificial intelligence. We have the general AI. They have the ability to understand, learn, and apply knowledge in different domains like human. But this general knowledge is still not, we have applications like ChatGPT, almost we'll put it in general AI. Then we have the super intelligent AI, artificial intelligence, basically. They surpass human intelligence and capabilities. We've had a lot of machine being able to detect, cancer, in health, and they've really helped a lot in research in DNA, in DNA modification and every other thing. AI has really helped. It has really revolutionized, the world. And, most of us use smartphone. Whether we like it or not, we already use AI in one way or the other in our smartphone, whereby we search, Google search, some of us use facial recognition, to use our phone face this thing to authorize transactions and code. That is the part we call narrow AI. Now I'll go into the key areas of artificial intelligence. We have machine learning, natural language processing, computer vision, then we have robotics. I have passion for robotics. So we have, I will now come with machine learning. Machine learning is a subset of AI that involves training algorithm to learn patterns from data and make decisions. It's more mathematical. Well, we won't go into that. Types of machine learning. We have the supervised learning, unsupervised learning, reinforced learning. Supervised learning, you guide the machine. This is what you want it to do. Unsupervised, the machine learns. Then reinforced, based on what data is being, you tell it, you give it the supposed output. Then we go into another key area of artificial intelligence, that is natural language processing. This enables, the machine to understand and respond to human language. Most of us would have used Siri. Some of us that have iPhone would have used Siri. Then some of us with Android would have used Google. You say, "Hey Google." If you use your Android phone, if you speak the word "Hey Google," you see your phone will reply, "How may I help you?" In Siri, you say, "Hello Siri," it responds. Then that is actually this key area, that's the natural language processing in AI. Then we'll go to another area of artificial intelligence, that's the computer vision. This allows the machine to interpret and make decisions based on visual data. This particular part of this key area of AI is being used in security a lot, where you go to the Western world, you have CCTVs, cameras following up, as those cameras, they're actually capturing your information, storing it, also being able to, the machine can actually, interpret, this is this person, this is where you are at every point in time, you're wearing a black shirt and go. But if later the people that codes the machine found out that, oh, you're not wearing black shirts, it was actually brown, the machine got it wrong, they will now, how will I put it? They will now teach the machine that, no, this is not black, this is actually brown. Then the machine tends to learn from it and gets better. That's on computer vision. Then robotics. Robotics has gone a lot, when it comes to health, in precise surgical operation, in saving people. I think it was used recently when there was a nuclear waste in one country. We have robots that can actually go there instead of humans going there to do what might endanger them. Then they also use robotics, that is in AI, when we have driverless car. We've had a lot of companies going into driverless car research And some companies are already implementing the driverless car. In some countries, actually, you request for taxi, you just find out the car, you just stop, no driver, and you go. The car is being trained, to read and interpret its surrounding, its environment, to know how to dodge away from obstacles, how to notice when it's close to another car and go. The design and use of robots for performing tasks, autonomous or semi-autonomous, that's what we use it for. Now, what are the applications of AI? AI companies currently now are they are mostly billion-dollar companies. So, most of us were even lucky, to start this course. Imagine going to the next phase of the advanced AI application. There are chances for us, to work for billion-dollar companies. Most AI, virtually all AI companies are actually billion-dollar companies. So I'm not talking about billion naira. I'm talking about billions in dollars, not in naira. When we talk about Google, we talk about Facebook also have a research in AI. We talk about a lot of companies in China, basically. And when it comes to this application of AI, the Western world are leading the pack in the application of AI. With China galloping from behind, as most of China, some of us, if I've gone to China, you notice that most of the communities now they're actually, they are AI based, making it easier for everybody to detect, for everybody to transact, for everybody to do what they need to do, for it also to fight criminals. When you have database of everybody in a particular system, then once the person go to any place, the system is able to track and say, okay, this person has been found here, and they will detect it. Now, I will list some of the
Okay, we've lost Mr. Kelechi by voice. I'm sure he will reconnect again. Yes. While he's trying to reconnect, please, I need to acknowledge the fact that we have students from every part of the world, from Nigeria, Ghana, US, Canada, Uganda, and several African countries. They're all here. So I also want to remind Mr. Kelechi that he should have it behind his mind that he's speaking to a wide spectrum of audience from several countries, not just Nigerians alone. However, we are enjoying your training, Mr. Kelechi. Over to you.
I don't know. I think I lost. I didn't even know I was offline. I hope you guys heard me.
Yeah, go ahead. We can hear you.
Okay. I was discussing about the application of AI. We have most countries. In short, we are all fortunate that we are on this program. Imagine, going to the next one, advanced AI. There are a lot of companies that are actually ready to employ people on their AI. And definitely, if you like it or not, people are losing their jobs because of AI. Content writers are already losing their jobs because of AI. So it is not left for us. If you learn how to apply AI, how to use it, you will grow. A lot of companies is ready to pull you through, and look at the Western world now. They're actually leading the pack, when it comes to applying AI, and I will start mentioning, the applications of AI. One, healthcare. We use AI in diagnosis and treatment. Surgery. Now, there are some surgical operations that must be precise. They go straight to the points, that needs to be done. Where I feel human being is better off than robots is in emotion. And if you look at it, in most countries, advanced countries, especially I think in US recently, 24,000, they laid off 24,000 of their military personnel due to AI. So it's good if we learn and know how to, how will I put it, how to apply AI in our daily lives, in our job. Like when we talk about AI in journalism, AI in photography, and because it's just enhanced intelligence. It enhances you. It's just like a leap from where you are. Just like some of us, if I want to go from point A to point B and I want to be fast, I'll either take, if it's too far, I'll take a flight. That's this application of technology for you. I can't start trekking. And I can't imagine any of us writing letter recently. You see, technology has changed the whole scenario. Basically, we all do short message services. That's SMS. Send SMS to our loved ones. And the current Gen Z, I was like, I was at a place. Yeah, like, do you know how to write letters? A letter. I can't even remember writing a letter. And me, currently, I can't even remember when last I've written letter. Some of us, I remember then when my parents were like, my mom were like, let's all write letter to our granny in the village because somebody is coming from the village down. So AI is here to change everything. It's here to change everything. Whether we like it or not, we just have to join this. And it's going to, we have the good side and we have the bad side. And I think the good side actually, the good side actually supersedes the bad side. Sorry, please. The good side actually supersedes the bad side. So I'll continue on the application of AI. We'll come to finance, fraud detection, algorithm trading, personalized financial device. In banking, if some of us are into banking here or into finance, we use AI to track fraud. Yeah. You can use AI to track fraud. Okay, fraudulent transaction. Let me not say to track fraud. Fraudulent transaction. Okay, somebody's purchasing or somebody, okay, transaction is, like this. Okay, you meet somebody, the average deposit has been 50,000 naira, 60,000 naira, ranges between maybe 50,000 and 100. Then suddenly you have 50M in the account or 80M in the account. AI will be able to detect this kind of transaction, and signal the how will I put it? Signal the bank or the responsible agency, like, okay, come, there is a kind of transaction in this person's account. That's the application in finance. And we see for some of us that have been trading, doing what do you call it? Forex. We have bots, AI, that will help you, do better trades and co. And recently, I think we have the young ones currently been on tap. They call it tap swap or something like that. And I have a friend, like, guy, I'm doing this type swap and I have a bot that is helping me to tap. Those are the applications of AI when it comes to finance. Then we also have it in automotive, industries, where we use AI to driverless cars. We use them also in drones, And drone actually has changed the narrative of warfare. You will hardly see people going physically to fight. AI has changed everything. And we also have it in journalism. Also, AI helps you. In short, currently now, AI will help you to do your work better. You just have to use it. It helps you. It's just an enhanced knowledge. It enhances your knowledge. It makes you, stand out. It makes you stand out from the rest. Use it, embrace it, apply it to what you want to do. You can, most companies are ready to, employ you, irrespective of the age, because you can work remotely currently, irrespective of the age, whether you are above this thing or 50 or co, anybody can, anybody can work with enhanced knowledge from AI. So we're now going to retail. We have AI helping you in your inventory management. We have most of us that have, how will I put it? Most of us that have purchased things from maybe most of this e-commerce, we have this chatbot on customer service. Chatbot is AI, where you have a complaint, you put it first, and there's a reply before the AI will now route it properly to the person that's supposed to handle your inquiry. And we also have it in entertainment, AI a lot. Some of us that play game, we have AI used in game to make your game better, for you to be challenging. And for some of us, we can use AI to get to the end of the game. There's some game that, according to stages, it becomes hard. Then we just code. The AI does everything, because the only thing AI can do, collect the data, get better, and go. So, these are the application of AI. So we'll now talk about future of AI. What are the futures of AI? AI is still growing, and I think we are at the peak of it. At the peak of AI, we've had ChatGPT come up. We've had a lot of, ChatGPT helps in that in most of our research. We have there's Lambda, Lamb by Facebook. Facebook brought their own up. Then some of us also use, facial recognition and every other thing. There's always, it keeps developing. And, though we're enjoying AI, there are also challenges. It depends on the application. People use it for, bad reason. It's not always good. We have the bad side of it, whereby people use it to hack, people use it to, penetrate, even in warfare, it's just bad, it's wrong. You're not supposed to use it, but, the Western world will definitely use it because they want to stand out, and nobody wants to be physically there to see where the bullet is flying and everything, These are the opportunities of AI. There's a lot of opportunities in AI, leveraging AI for societal good, such as, improvement in healthcare, education, and environmental sustainability. Imagine you're a nurse or a doctor in healthcare, and you're good in AI application, in applying robotics. If I own a hospital, I'll take you first, because one, there'll be you'll be quick. It helps you to make most of your decision, so that you as a human being can make the emotional side of the decision. You can make the emotional side of the decision. AI helps you, to stand out. If you're a medical practitioner, if you're a nurse, you can apply it, and get what you want, Education also, AI has helped most of us. Most of us, in short, it has even reduced arguments. Last time we were watching football, my friend was like, which one is better? Dortmund and Bayern Munich, who will win? I'm like, okay, let's look at it. We just Google. Based on record, Real Madrid has won more cup, and this. AI has reduced a lot of unnecessary arguments. Go to Google, sort out. Unlike before, we argue endlessly. It helps in education. And when it comes to cybersecurity, seriously, AI has helped us. We are here, most of us, our money are safe just because of AI. It can't be humans alone. AI is able to track, if unnecessary withdrawals come out of our money. We see banks calling you like, Mr. A, how come you've never made such withdrawal? Highest thing you've been making was like 10,000, and suddenly you're making 1 million. What's the issue? That's it. And it has also helped in environmental sustainability. And when it comes to monitoring and, and managing natural resources, it has helped us out, And it's also helped us out in communication, being able to communicate, link us together, and it's making the world a better place. And I bet me, it's a good one, you guys. I'm even happy, having a lot of people interested in AI. If we here, can, impactfully, we can change our society, our community, by applying AI in everything we do. It helps us to make good decisions, so that we could actually concentrate in the emotional part of the decision. Let the machine handle, the process decision, the process flow and code. Let we as a human being, handle the emotional part of it and, come out good. Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Kelechi, I want to believe that. Okay, Mr. Kelechi, are you there?
Yes, please. Sorry.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. I want you to tell us the career path. Talk to us about the career path. How people can go into AI. What are the qualifications they need? What's the starting point, and what's the prospects for tomorrow if they decide to choose a career path in AI? And for instance, do you think it would be a good idea for someone to say, okay, I want to apply as a customer service manager or personnel or whatever with AI, for instance, AI customer service assistant, AI trained customer service, or someone that have a competence. There's a way you can put it. So it apply to other jobs like AI compliant nurse, AI compliant HR manager, things like that. How do you look at this, and how do you think this can help?
Okay, it's just as simple as 1, 2, 3. If you own a hospital now and you have 2 doctors coming, and one is actually handy when it comes to AI, and the other one is actually, when, let's say, good with its hand, and you have a machine there that is AI compliant, who will you take? The one with the AI, the one that has that AI, because one, the machine will be able to know how to apply, the AI to treat its job properly, and also manage, being able to handle the emotional part. And also when it comes to customer service, now I have 2 customer service person. I have one that is AI compliant, that is well knowledgeable in AI applications, and I have one that just know customer service. See, now it's not enough to know the basic. Now you have to apply technology, because it's just enhanced knowledge. It's an enhanced knowledge. AI just enhances your knowledge so that you can also concentrate to add quality value to what you already know. So it's key. Like, for example, you have 2 persons, a content writer or a journalist. One good, handy, normal good form, and the other one knows how to use AI, to get what he or she wants. Also knows how to use AI to, recently, I think you could actually know what fake news is and what is not fake news with AI. AI can actually, detect, because I think Facebook, they were working on that project, fake news and not, the one with experience in AI. Imagine you having your CV and putting AI there. I have AI experience on this. It's straight up, I'm going to pick you, because you have time to think and, apply, your own knowledge more in some other things. Instead of, the other process flow, you will know how to let the system handle it yourself. You program the system, to handle it. So AI is key. Learning AI is key. You are muted. I can't hear you. Probably you're asking a question.
Okay, sorry. Thank you, Mr. Kelechi. I can see we are making serious progress. For those of you that are here, before tomorrow's session, you're going to be given an assignment to write and send to your class how AI can help you in your current job. And if you're not working and you're searching for a job and you choose a particular kind of job you want to do, and how you think AI can help you on that job if you get a job. Now, these are some of the ways you can easily start making impacts in your place of work right now. If you are a driver and you start learning how AI can help you in driving or driving better, you are sure going to retain that job or even get a better pay on that job than any other driver. If you are a lecturer and you start doing your little research on how AI can aid you in lecturing, you are sure going to be a better lecturer, a more preferred lecturer in that university than any other lecturer. Same goes for teachers, nurses, doctors, and all that. So it is going to be your job between now and tomorrow, before we come to the last session of this Zoom, to do that. And we'll come and discuss your challenges, where you think that can be applied, why you think that cannot be applied. Tomorrow is going to be very interactive with Kelechi as we look at how we can apply AI on our various areas of job. And after tomorrow, some of you might not even bother applying for that job you want to apply for. You might be applying for something better or higher, or even have a better bargaining power when applying for a job. Okay, Mr. Kelechi, thank you very much. It's a common knowledge everywhere that when things like this start coming up, most people tend to procrastinate and say, wait, later, I'll do it later when I'm ready and all that. Now, we missed a lot of things, social media and all that, and AI is coming to make like a stepping stone to step over most of the things we've missed and help us do a catch-up. What advice do you have for people or persons that are kind of not too current with the use of AI, social media, IT, and things like that? What is your advice for them taking advantage of the current existence of AI and its use? What to you, Mr. Kelechi?
Sorry, can you help me repeat the question?
Okay, what I said is that a lot of persons are not current with AI, social media, IT, or ICT, and all that. For me, I think AI has come to bridge that gap and make it even easier for you to get abreast with all this. So what is your advice for persons like that are backward in these areas and would like to catch up as soon as possible? How do you think AI can help them? And how do you think they can apply AI to be able to meet up and come to the level where everybody is right now?
Okay, good. If most of us would have noticed on our Facebook, if you check your Facebook, you will see, I think Facebook just deployed this Meta stuff.
Yeah.
Unlike before, it used to be search, but now it's Meta.
Even WhatsApp.
Now, yes, even in WhatsApp, yeah. That is not there for fancy. It enables some of us that are backward, that are not social media inclined. I'm actually a social media person. I'm not social media inclined, but I'm a tech person. Most tech people, hardly are social media inclined. You can just go there and tell Meta what you want. And it gives you straight up, tell you what you want, and you can catch up. You can catch up easily. You can also go to ChatGPT, tell ChatGPT, this is what I want to do, to give you the process flow of what you want to do. You can go to Bing and do that. It will give you, and Google, is currently developing how to match up with and keep up match up with this current, text-based AI. With AI, AI is just here to change the world, and it's already changing. Not here to change the world; it's already changing, and you have been it. Imagine in your CV, just have AI in your CV, and see how many companies will want to turn you down with somebody that is not having AI this certificate in their CV. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for that. I remember recently I read about Google Brain about 2 years back or so, or 3 years. I want to believe they are still working on that. And from what I read about it, with Google Brain inserted in your, maybe connected to your brain or so, you don't actually need to read. You don't actually need to go to school, but you can respond to any question, because just like what you do with your iPhone or your Android, you just say, "Hi, Google, how can I get this?" And it will respond to you. Now, that is going to be part of connected to your brain, so that you don't even need to, you don't need to ask Dr. Osaze, please, how do I create an email? No, just ask yourself and you get the answer. And that is how fast we are going. Now, I understand some of us might say it's end time. I understand some of us will say it is whatever, this and that. But yeah, good and fine. But whether you like it or not, if you don't know how to use some of these things, it will transport you back 20, 30 years back. Now, before now, if you cannot read and write, you can manage for somebody to read for you. If you cannot read and write, you can manage for somebody to say, okay, this is whatever. You just manage your way through. But today, illiteracy has been redefined as someone that cannot use anything online. In fact, if you cannot communicate digitally, you are basically an illiterate, because you can communicate digitally with your Yoruba language, and yet you cannot communicate digitally. I mean, you cannot read and write in English, but you can communicate. You can use WhatsApp. You can use AI with your Yoruba language, with your Igbo language. You become more advanced than the person that can speak Queen's English, but cannot communicate digitally. So everything has been redefined. And that is what basically Kelechi is telling us tonight, that you need to key into this. Apart from the certificate you are going to get, you need to key into this knowledge-wise. You need to keep researching. After tonight's class, go to your Facebook, go to OpenAI, go to ChatGPT and say, how do I become a better tailor, a fashion designer? How do I become this? How do I become this? How now I'm a Reverend Sister. How do I become a better Reverend Sister using AI? The answers are just there waiting for you. And you'll be shocked that your bosses will be saying, wow, we just noticed that you are far better than what you used to do. What's happening? Did you attend any form of training, any form of coaching? Did you travel to any country to go and learn some skills? You say, well, you can just tell them, yes, it's like you want to lie. If you don't want to lie, just say, well, I just improved on myself. And that is where we are going to. By and large, Laplace has made it possible for us to know that nobody can be left behind. You can only leave yourself behind. Nobody can leave you behind. You can only leave yourself behind. We are here to make sure you are not left behind. Mr. Kelechi, we want to open the floor for questions. I know the kind of questions we are going to get very soon. I can predict it, but let it come. Please, if your hand is raised, just bring it down so that we can start picking questions. If you don't bring your hand down, I will use AI to bring it down. I know what that means. Okay. Ibrahim, please bring down your hands.
Sorry,
Brian, come on, bring down your hands. Mr. Tony, please bring down your hand. Onwake, go bring down your hand. Please, if you have any question, I want to just take some few hands. Raise up your hand if you have any question, please. Okay. So, Mr. Kelechi, you have to get ready. Please, if you have a question to ask, make it very, very brief, straight to the point. How can I use AI to improve on my job? I am a social media content creator. Questions like that, for instance, very straight. You don't need to explain anything around your question. Okay. So let's go to the first person, Mr. Kure. Kure, Nigeria. Look as if Nigeria is your surname, Kure is your first name. Mr. Kure, over to you.
Good evening, all.
Good evening.
And thank you for this opportunity.
Thank you.
My question is, you asked Mr. Kelechi a question earlier, which he didn't really, would I say, I didn't hear the answer when you were talking about career path in AI. I didn't get the response he gave on that.
Okay.
Then the other question is also for finance and accounting. How do you use AI in those areas?
Okay. Now, before
AI
I hand over to Mr. Kelechi, how you use AI for those areas are things we are going to start talking in the advanced level. If you noticed, we talked about AI for this, AI for that, application of AI for this and that. We are going to have a special class where each of these areas will be dealt with. It's going to be a specialization class. So for finance, accounting, and all that, we are going to have a special class where you can apply AI for accounting. It's going to be a very special class. So you may not be able to do all that within a short period. But one thing you've gotten is that you already know that you can apply AI to accounting. So before that class starts, I will also suggest that you go online, ask questions, browse, and you will be able to get some information on how to use AI. Kelechi is going to tell you some few things about that. And as per career path, I think Kelechi will talk more about how you can create a career in using AI or in AI application. Over to you, Mr. Kelechi.
Okay, thank you. I said how you could use AI in accounting and co. So we have a lot of AI tools where you can use it. AI basically will help you to improve, enhance what you have, so that you can actually apply more emotion in your decision. There are a lot of AI embedded in some of all this accounting application. Because actually, I think one of the accounting application I know there's something book or something like that. I don't know how that one is. If I remember, I'll just let you know. It helps. The career part when it comes to AI is, how you can actually apply AI on what's on your job, whether journalism, whether accounting, how, collecting of the data and collecting of the data, then interpreting of the data, how AI can help you interpret data, basically, if it was before, we have people, a lot of companies getting database management, data analysis, analysis. And now, artificial intelligence does more of data analysis for companies. Now, imagine if you're a data analyst or if you are an accountant without AI knowledge in relation to your job, and you have another accountant or another, data analyst with AI knowledge in his or her job, who do you think will perform better? That the other person that have gone through AI training when it comes to accounting, when it comes to data analysis, because the person will be swept in, how will I put it? In final results, turnaround time will be the turnaround time will be smaller, unlike the other person trying to do his or her own work crudely. So, applying AI to your job will really help out.
Okay, I want to believe we've responded to that. And in addition to what Mr. Kelechi has said, if you look at career path for AI, it might not be as straightforward as most careers will be. However, you can create a career path for yourself by studying AI to some level where you can apply it regardless of any organization you find yourself. Take, for instance, you can meet Mr. Kelechi, talk to Mr. Kelechi, and that is an area we're going to look at later. But I think that now involves you being able to create AI bots, being able to create AI to be able to interact with your particular environment or job. That becomes something totally different where you need to understand some form of logic, maths, and all that. But in terms of applying AI, you can also study AI to the point where you can help organizations to apply AI in their area of specification and interpret the usage of AI. However, the easiest and the best is what he has just told you, that wherever you are right now, wherever you want to be right now, it's just like saying you want to work anywhere and you don't know how to use the laptop, the computer. When you say career path in computer usage, it becomes difficult to talk about. But when you say you have knowledge of the use of the computer, then the internet, now AI, these are tools, these are skills that stands you out. I hope I've explained this part very well, because AI is applicable in every facet of our life, even as a pastor, as a pilot, as a judge. I understand there are AI coming up now that can deliver judgment, that can read cases. For doctors, there are robots that can perform 99% accuracy in operations, even on the heart. So you need to study and equip yourself with this necessary information about AI in your own specific area. So it's not something we just say in a very blank form and say the career path for AI is this. But if you intend to build AI or go into creation of a certain AI for certain organizations, then there are certain skills you need to know, just like becoming an engineer. Okay. Thank you. I want to believe we've answered that person, Mr. Kure. Mr. Kure, I hope we've answered your question.
Yeah, I'm good, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, move ahead to Ibrahim Kamara. Ibrahim Kamara, what's your question? Please make it very brief.
Can you hear me?
Loud and clear,
yes.
over.
Yes. A very short one. AI is very powerful, and yet there are some excesses, especially for people that use generative AI to generate content, to write their dissertation, or to do something.
Hello, we can't hear you.
Yeah.
Sakamara, are you there? We've lost him. Okay, Mr. Kelechi, while we are waiting for Mr. Kamara. Okay.
Okay.
Mr. Kamara, are you there? You can unmute yourself.
You lost him.
No, I think he's back. Let me unmute him.
He's muted, yeah.
Mr. Kamara, are you there? Just unmute yourself, please.
Yes, I'm very sorry. I'm back.
Okay.
So I was asking the people that misuse the usefulness of AI, like people that use AI to write their theses, people that use AI to do something, especially generative AI. I'm talking about ChatGPT or Copilot. What's your take on that? To just throw light on that a little bit. Thank you.
No, the fact is that, okay, sorry, please. I think this is not my first time, someone asking me this question, a lot of things. How come our education, what comes of our current educational system with, this generative application of this generative AI, just like ChatGPT, is here to stay. That's the truth. And the thing that I just have to stand out. You just have to stand out. Because you now, if we are here, and I think the world is changing, how you could actually apply your AI. You see the difference now. Everybody knows, yes, If you want to do your own thesis on your own head, that's your business. Currently now, nobody cares. That's just the truth. And the world is changing. You just learn how to apply AI so that you can actually you can add quality to the skills you have. So AI will help you, grow your career path. And, somebody asking me, recently, the US government just said they won't apply people how would I put it? They won't recruit based on certificates. They're not recruiting currently, again, based on certificate, but now it's on skill. You can see the difference now, on skill. And skill is like, okay, yes, they expect you to know how to apply AI, but you should also have that quality extra. So you will come, I don't want the current educational system, classroom system, might not even exist. Maybe next 10 years or 20 years. Might be even obsolete. You see, people will not want to go to the, four-wall classroom system. Everybody will want to do, get their thing online, get that skill, and let it be part of what they've learned, just like, what Laplace is doing now, your knowledge of AI. It stands you out. You don't even, it's just here to stay. Thesis and research, AI has helped. AI has helped a lot. Even, I think, when it comes to this, they call it this DNA protein stuff, AI has done more calculation than the smartest scientist ever. So you can't say because, okay, is AI is not correct or is wrong, but it's just here to stay. Soon, you see, nobody wants to ask you how good are you? Okay, bring the certificate. You want to say, no, come, apply. Let's see what you can do. That's where the world is now. Let's see what you can do. Thank you. I don't know if I answered that question.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Kelechi. From the moral point of view, yes, maybe I think Mr. Kamara too is also talking about the moral point of view. I think that is a personal thing between you and yourself. And if you're able to give out information using AI that is able to pass across the message and get the job done, I think right now the way the world is going, nobody cares. As long as you solve the problem. If you using AI to create a solution to a societal problem and people are happy, I think people will prefer it than trying to solve the problem from your head when probably you cannot, and people end up not being happy. Another good example I want to give is that using AI today is like trekking from one location to the other, and also deciding to use a car. And someone else is using an airplane, another person is using a helicopter, and someone else is using a jet. We are all moving. Now, morally, health-wise, you have every justification to trek, which is better. You exercise yourself, I mean, it's so nice. Those of us that want to go by road, you say, well, I will see the landscape, the scenery is so beautiful. But the question is that the person flying by jet, we accomplish more, do more for the society, and repeat the assignment several times before you that is trekking. So like I want to say again, it's purely a personal decision, bordering on whatever you choose to agree on. But my own advice is that when you use AI, remember that you are in charge. Don't just take anything, dump it without checking it. So if you don't understand how to use English language, you cannot edit a file. In fact, it will tell you that you cannot just take me 100% and dump it somewhere. You also have to check what I've given you, because sometimes I might not have been too accurate. But That's just it. That's all I can just say on this. Okay. I want to believe Mr. Kamara is okay. Blessing Ugen, over to you. Just 1 minute, please. 1 second. Your question should just be some seconds.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you for what you're doing. Yeah, the quick one. How do we go about, like, for example, especially for content writers, now with the use of AI? Now, somebody might want to write, maybe, for example, they want to write on justification, and we go through the AI aspect. I understand the fact of that we can modify. We shouldn't just go strictly with what AI is giving us to write. Now, how do we go about a situation whereby you're writing on something, somebody also probably is also trying to write on that same content elsewhere, and now you have published your own article, somebody is published an article, and they are coming like almost the same. How do we go about that in AI? What commands can we use that will not make us have same write-up almost at the same time? You know, like if students in a class now are given an assignment to write up something, maybe like a story or whatever, and they are giving the title, you know, some of them may want to leverage on this AI. So what do we do that will make us not have the same content all through? Are there prompts, are there commands we will need to use?
Okay, I think you've asked your question. I think your question is very clear. Yeah, well, let's hand over to Mr. Kelechi so that he can do justice to that.
Okay, if I might summarize, it's just like, okay, we both using the same AI tool, and we come up with the same outputs, results. I hope that's what your question is all about.
Yeah.
Okay, good. It's expected. It's normal. So you see what AI does is that AI gives you the, how will I put it, the output of your, I'm using output, bear with me, I'm a tech person, so I might be using a lot of output, input, so sorry, please. AI gives you the results of your query, of your question, and gives me also the results of your query. Both of us the same thing. So what we need to do, that's why you say AI is enhanced intelligence. It helps us to enhance our intelligence. What I would do when AI gives me my result is, my output is, I will now modify to suit my own tone. It's normal. It's normal that it will give you the same, because it is collation of all the information. Then it's now manipulated and gives you, and gives me, and give all of us. But now it's not left for me and you and co to now interpret the results, or the results to our own tone. Okay, let's say Nigeria's, how will I put it? Yeah, Nigeria just switched to the old national anthem, Maybe that's just this thing. Your own way of putting, you have your own language, your own tone. So, the skill comes in, you don't just verbatim, put out what AI gives you, if it's something that all of us have to do and submit to a particular, person. Ideally, just put it on your own tone, your own language, look at it. It gives you that idea. Might not be, the same. It might even be more than what you're about. When it gives you, you will now know how to put it better.
Thank you, Mr. Kelechi. Excellent response. And I want to quickly chip in here that AI is not necessarily garbage in, garbage out. Yes, AI at a point will also let you know that what you are asking for should be properly relayed so that you can respond. Otherwise, we tell you, I don't have answers for this. However, whatever you demand from AI should be such that it should be properly placed. Say, for instance, the use of commas and quotation marks and other things like that. You also need to be skillful about how to use AI. These are some of the things Kelechi might be teaching us very soon, because there are some special ways you use AI. Don't just go and type, for instance, I have 10 people that want to work in a restaurant, or I work in a restaurant, and 10 of them just type how to use AI in a restaurant. Very likely, everybody might just get the same thing. But if you just put how to use AI in Nigerian restaurants, how to use AI in Canadian restaurants, how to use AI in a fast food, how to use AI in African restaurant, you know, definitely you are going to get different things. And I don't think those 10 people will just sit down and dump the same write-up at the same time. So even from the point of input, you need to start telling AI what you want, and it will give you what you want. Then after you get what you want, just like Mr. Kelechi said, your output, you modify it to suit what you want. Thank you. Over to you, Mr. George Brown, George M. Brown, over to you. Okay, Mr. George M. Brown is not there. I think we'll have to move ahead. Sandra Benson. Please, okay, over to you, Mr. George Brown.
Yes. Yeah, please, I wanted to find out with the sessions, are there going to be any practical sessions to actually expose us more to the use of AI when we are talking about doing things practically? Yeah, so I just wanted to find out, yeah, if there will be any sessions like that.
Well, when you say practicals, I don't understand what you mean by practicals. But like tomorrow, you're going to do your practical starting from this night. You are going to do a research, go online and do a research how you can use AI to enhance your job or apply it on your current job or the job you plan to get very soon. So I think that is already a practical application of AI, because from there you will know how to. And let me just tell you about being practical. We cannot ask everybody to do their practical application of AI here, because everybody has different jobs they are doing. It's like when I say we are using computer, the practical is that use computer to type or to do your job that you are doing. You might be a teacher, somebody else might be a military officer. The way you are going to use the computer will be different. So we might not just have a single classroom for practicals. So the practicals here is you're being able to understand what AI is all about, how you can apply it on your current job, because there's AI for every single job. Then if you are not currently working, how you can apply it in a job you plan to get soon. I don't know if I've answered your question, Mr. George. And Mr. Kelechi, you can also add your voice to that. Mr. Kelechi, are you there?
Okay. Sorry. Hello?
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, Mr. George was asking about practicals, how if there's going to be a practical for the use of AI and all that.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, practical. I'll just have to show you guys, some of the how to use AI, and most times also how to even some of the generative AI. There's how you can set your tone to get what you want. There's how you can set tone to get, okay, help me generate this or making it professional. Help me write a letter to my boss, making it professional. Help me write a letter to my boss in a funny way. Help me generate a CV for this. Basically, yeah, I will be able to put you guys through just a basic, application how we could use. I hope that helps out.
Okay, I hope that will be part of what we're going to do tomorrow. We've already mentioned that earlier on. Some of your inputs, if that's what you mean by practicals, yes, by your inputs into AI, what you put in so that you know you get what you want. and how the kind of commands you give to AI. Tomorrow will be a very good day after your assignment. Okay, Anthony Timi Pade Zwe Kemefa. Please, if we've answered your question through somebody else's question, you can just bring down your hand.
All right, good evening.
Good evening.
All right, I would like to ask, how can someone who is on operations management use AI to its benefit productively? Thank you.
Management in what aspects? I think
Operations.
Hospitality.
Yeah, you know, because
hospitality
actually wide. You can be finance side, you can be in hospitality. You know, AI, you can use it in probably inventory management and CRM, you know, CRM, and that is customer relationship management. You know, there are a lot of AI tools that can actually, you know, how will I put it? There's a word I'm looking for, you know, it will help, you know, it will help you optimize your operations. You know, it will help you optimize everything you do. And the good thing about AI is that it gives you that time to add value to your work, you know, or your business or your career, you know, add value. You have time for yourself, you have time to stand out. You will stand out, it will be like that wow factor. So in operational management, it might be CRM, it might be, you know, chatbots between, then inventory management, you know, depending on the application and the tools. Thank you. I hope I answered the question.
Okay, yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Kelechi. Please, nobody should post a link here. Macintosh Eze, I would advise you delete that link, or you might be assisted from the program. It's not proper when you join an organization's platform on WhatsApp, you start posting links when you are not one of the moderators. It's not proper. Then secondly, please, everybody should be properly dressed and then not be lying down or eating during this program. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much. We've just responded to that. That is part of the assignment you're going to be given to go to your own organization, go online, do your research. We shouldn't expect, because if every profession decides to ask how AI can be applied to their profession, I'm sure in the next one month we will not leave this place. So now you know that AI can be applied to every profession, including yours. The assignment you're going to be given is to go online, do your research, and find out how AI can be applied to your current job. We say this over and over. So we might not be responding to such questions anymore. Yeah. Okay. Let's move on to the next person. Bello Sagiru.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Sir, sequel to the issue concerning the response on how AI, my own is based on security architecture. I don't know if there is a provision for us on that.
Now, what I intend to do is this. What we intend to do is this. We'll have to add in more areas, more professions into the list we have already, and then we'll develop materials for them and courses for them where you take a deeper dive into how to use or get acquainted on how to use AI in those areas. So you just be patient with us. That is going to come up. Apart from it, we have about 16 we listed, and we can add more later over time.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, Mr. Lowo Ife Dolapo. Mr. Lowo Ife Dolapo, are you there?
Yes. Good evening, everyone.
Okay, good evening.
Yeah, this is my question. What is the AI tools to use as a realtor when you are into real estate? So what are the AI tools to use?
Yeah, we just talked about AI tools and things like this. That will be coming up tomorrow.
Yes, I'll be coming up tomorrow.
Yeah, especially after your assignment. So you go and you given an assignment, it will be sent to your WhatsApp class. After your assignment tomorrow is part of the tools we are going to talk about. Probably Mr. Kelechi is going to use some form of presentation to present this. Or if you can send it to us before the Zoom session, you can send it to your class so that you have it. Then we'll talk about it tomorrow.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Michael Cletus. Mr. Michael Cletus.
Hello, good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Sorry, the name is Chance Cletus, not Michael, sir.
Oh, Chance, so sorry. Chance Cletus.
Yes, sir. First of all, I have two questions I need to be clarified on. First, I am a Nigerian from Nigeria, specifically from Kaduna State. And then that which actually concerns us here in Kaduna, in the north here, has become like a pin on the neck, is the issue of security, the incidents and all of that. Now, what is the AI, or what can the AI be used for? Looking at this in the position of federal government, the government of Nigeria, to comb this odoriferous excesses of this Machiavellian and Mephistophelian cabal. One. Secondly, I have come to realize that there's this issue of breaches of security and data, and when it comes to AI, and looking at it, that AI, the data are actually expected, are collected in a large sum, and then talking about being breached, how can that be taken care of? Thank you.
Okay, before I hand over to Mr. Kelechi, first of all, like we said earlier on, there's 2 million of diverse areas that AI can be used for. And we may not be able to talk about every single section. That's why you can just sit down and do a search, and you will be shocked at what you will get. I understand what you are saying. I understand Southern Kaduna very well. I'm sure you're talking about Southern Kaduna. I know the location, I know what you're talking about. If you just do a simple search, how can AI help in stemming the tide of violence or banditry or whatever in Southern Kaduna? You'll be shocked at the results you will get. You see, let's not also make the mistake of thinking that we or Mr. Kelechi are seated here is AI himself, which means that he has all the answers. No, what you do is that it's just like you've been told, if you get into a car, put in your key, start the ignition, and the car will start moving. Now, yours is to get into that car, put in your ignition, start it. We've told you AI can do a lot of things for you, regardless of your profession. What you now do is go and say, okay, how can AI solve this problem of insecurity? Because somebody else's problem might just be here. How can AI help me to pass my exams? Somebody else is there. How can AI help me to grow my church? How can AI help me to grow followers in my social media? No, and we cannot respond to everybody. I don't want to attempt to respond to everybody. But on the other section, maybe Kelechi will be able to say something about that. But data breaches, whether AI or not, has been there. And that's why there are people that study cyber security. Kelechi is a guru in that area too. And data can be breached at any time. AI collecting data cannot stop it from being breached. But there are people, we also have our own duty to ensure that we do the right thing security-wise to ensure that our data are not breached. Over to you, Mr. Kelechi.
Okay, thank you. Let me just, in a nutshell, everybody's asking AI tools for this, AI tools for that, just as Mr. said. Most time it's not just a particular, like when it comes to security, AI, I think Nigeria's case is peculiar, We don't have where we have a lot of data. The only way we can help out is if you have CCTV that have, a lot of collision of information that, you write how will I put it, computer vision algorithm where it could actually track explosion or people with firearms to signal the authorities, or when it comes to security also, you have unnecessary or transactional activity from somebody that has not, transacted for a longer period. Some of you in bank, you understand what I'm saying. I think unnecessary inflows or something like that. Data breach when it comes to AI security, it's just a bundle. You can't have a particular tool that would handle that. It's a bundle. Data breach calculation. Data breach calculation is it happens. I'm an ethical hacker also. Excuse me. Normally people will see hackers as one kind evil spirits with horn and co, but it's not always like that. Data breach is a normal thing. And I think AI also helps in protecting data also, but it will still happen if your data is not well protected, if your codes are not well structured. AI helps to detect unnecessary when it comes to denial of service attack, that DDoS attack, and a lot of things. AI, there are a lot of AI tools for that. I think this recent for the younger ones that just joined this TapSwap, blah blah blah. I think the company had an issue with their security, and they had to enforce it. And it was the AI that was able to, track that. So, most of all these things, it's a tool, it's a bundle. Some of our AI things we want to use, maybe for the real estate, for this, it's a bundle. You can't just use one. For security, it's a bundle. That's also when it comes to data breach, it's also a bundle. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Kelechi. Miracle Josiah, your question, please. Are you there? Miracle Josiah. Okay, if you are not there, Dennis Gomina. Dennis Gomina, are you there?
Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Yes. Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Hello?
Go ahead, go ahead.
Yes, good evening. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes.
All right, good evening. Can you hear me, sir?
Go ahead, we can hear you.
Okay, I am a teacher. Have you the AI?
Please, sir, I want you to send your question. Just type it and send.
Areas of getting my lesson plans. Okay, I use the AI to get the AI. Sometimes is I try to solve some complex questions using AI. I teach mathematics.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Okay. Fine.
So what's the question, please?
Okay, I'll do that.
What's the question, please? Oh, I think we've lost him. Okay, let's move on to the next person. But I think Mr. Kelechi, maybe we can just help him out because I want to believe that he.
Okay, the question is, I saw a question on AI and they give me wrong solutions. That's mathematics.
Okay. Okay, over to you, Mr. Kelechi.
Well, it's expected. AI is not always, AI works with collation of data that it has. Even ChatGPT and co, is based on collation of data at a particular point. Now, there's a kind of information you ask ChatGPT to tell you to tell you that it's not even current as at now. As at now, it's there as at. So it depends on what the machine is being fed. What is being fed is what if that particular mathematical problem, if the procedural step has not been given to the machine, take this procedure and this is what the result is supposed to be, because you have to train it. That's just it. You train it. And when you train it, it keeps getting better. And once a machine comes with a wrong result, you tell it, okay, this is wrong. This is the right one. So that is when correctional learning comes into play. Okay, most of us on Netflix, Netflix, they use AI. If you notice, if you watch cartoon, if you're watching cartoon on Netflix, before you know, you still a lot of cartoons coming up, as in, how will I put it? Suggestion on, animation, you need to watch this, and go. The same thing with YouTube. So, it's based on what you fed it. It's not always, correct. They will even tell you, some of the AI tools will tell you, don't actually. Sorry, see, something changed. Somebody put on a whiteboard. Okay, some of the machine will tell you, don't actually rely on our results. We can make further research on your own. So AI is just based on what you fed it. If you feed AI 1 plus 1 is 3, another person comes up, it will give 1 plus 1 is 3. So it can only get better when you train it. AI is meant to be trained, but that one is a mathematical, complex when it comes to probability and co. Let's not go into that. It's a different ballgame entirely. But I think that will answer your question. AI is not always right. It's based on what you train it with. You tell it this is right, this is wrong. So that's just it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. We are going to just take 2 more questions and we'll call it a day. Muhammad Ali, are you there? Okay, let's Venerable Ambassador Nelson. Are you there, Ambassador Nelson?
Hello, sir. Yes, sir. Are you hearing me, sir?
Yeah.
Thank you very much, sir. Good evening,
Thank you.
Yes, earlier on, even though a similar question seemed to have been asked, I wanted to ask formally that is there anything that AI cannot do? And that if there is nothing that AI cannot do, that why is the federal government not using AI to detect what is happening either in by Boko Haram and others, to the extent that continuously, we keep on repeating ourselves all the time. But it seems as if the person that asked question the other time seem to have. So then secondly, my second question is that we have been told that AI can do this, AI can do that, AI can do that. But now I wanted to say how, since you say that practical tomorrow, probably that one will answer it. Thank you, sir.
Okay, Mr. Kelechi, are there things AI cannot do?
Okay, sorry, I think my network is kind of reaching. The question is there a thing AI cannot do?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Yes, yes, and yes. There is no mathematical formula for emotion. It's as simple as that. AI is not emotional. So, and that is where humans are unique. There's no algorithm for emotion. You can't tell AI, I think on my robotics, there's a kind of, you only train your machine to be ethical. For example, let me give you an example. You have an AI robot. Now, an AI robot dives into the water. An accident happened. You have a mother and a child, they were drowned in their car. The car dived into the water. Now, this robot dived into the water. And, the mother has a higher chances of survival more than the child. Look at it now. The robot will dive into the water, and it's designed to save the person that have higher chances of survival. So what would the AI do? Hold the woman straight up and save. But if a human being goes, and maybe the mother would have been shouting, please, save my daughter first. Save my daughter first. Just leave me. Save my daughter first. Machine will not listen because it is actually designed to save the person that has higher chances of survival. But now imagine if a human being should dive into that same water. You see that's where emotion comes into play. Now, the human being will like, when the woman is crying, save my daughter first. As a human being, you want to save the little girl first. Even though you might know that the little girl has slim chances of survival more than the mother. You want to save that is, AI doesn't have emotion. It will just give it to you the way it is. Does that answer your question?
Thank you very much. Yes, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
You are muted. I can't hear.
Thank you, Mr. Kelechi, and you've done justice to that. And like you said, there are things AI cannot do. However, let's keep an open mind. Let's not tilt more towards what is not possible. Let's tilt towards more. Let's tilt more towards what is possible. Now, what do I mean by that? We should pursue more of what AI can do and use it to solve problems now, rather than looking for what AI cannot do. So far, so good. I think what AI can do, the percentage of what AI can do is far higher than what AI cannot do. So basically, most of the problems we want to solve today, AI can solve it for us. The few ones that AI cannot solve, we can now use our human ability to solve it. The lesson we are here to learn tonight is that we should increase our productivity, speed, efficiency, quality, accuracy with the use of AI. And whereby you now discover that AI cannot do any of these things for you, then you fall back to your human ability. We will be taking the last question here so that we can close for the night. Somebody said, Richard Kingsford and Padu, there should be a steps on how to use AI. I think we've talked about this several times. Most times when we talk here, it's like some persons they are on Zoom, they just put their name there and they are busy doing something else, and only to come back and ask questions as if those things were not talked about. We've said it over and over and over here that the steps, the process of using it, commands, how to put in your command, those are things that will be done tomorrow after you submitted your assignment. And that some of those things might even be posted to your WhatsApp group before tomorrow's Zoom. Tomorrow's Zoom is going to be an interactive one. You're going to write about your organization, how AI can be used in your organization, and I'm sure your MD will be so excited to even see your write-up. Okay, the assignment will be posted in the class. And once it's posted in the class, please take it up from there. And I want to say thank you to everybody. Thank you to Kelechi. Thank you to myself. Thank you to everyone that has taken time out to be part of this program. Tomorrow is another day. If you know what is good for you, invite others to be part of this AI, whether they're going to get a certificate or not. However, before the use of computers, people were using typewriters. If after learning how to use computer, you are in your office or you want to get a job, and you say you don't need a certificate to prove that you can use computer, then you probably would have been making a very terrible mistake. The same thing with AI. Get a certificate to show that you have a basic knowledge of AI and the application of AI. The fact that you even know that AI exists and you can use it to solve a problem is already a step ahead of so many people. So make sure you get the certificate, do your research. The assignment will be posted in your class this night or first thing tomorrow morning. Make sure before the Zoom tomorrow, you carry out your research. Just a page is enough, 2 pages at most. But I can assure you that after your assignment, you'll be better than, as far as AI is concerned, you'll be better than what you are right now. Thank you. Okay, Mr. Kelechi, God bless you. And see you all tomorrow on the WhatsApp Zoom session. Same link. And I hope that if the link is still working, we'll use it. If it's not working, then we'll get you a new link. But just watch out for it. Thank you and God bless you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
God bless you. We appreciate you. Meet you tomorrow.
Thank you for the very
Thank you.